Australia's employment landscape is currently a little topsy-turvy. As of November 2017, 12,380,000 people are employed in the Australian labour force, which is a 3% increase since 2016 and an 8% increase since 2012. Over the past year, Australia has seen record jobs growth, with 35,000 new full-time jobs on offer every month. But then February this year reported a loss, and March only saw 4,900 new jobs appear. That's a big fall from 35,000. Part-time employment continues to rise though, with more than 25,000 part-time positions up for grabs in March alone. And that's great in a way, because it means people are being employed. But it also means that the unemployment rate might be giving us an unrealistic idea of how things really are in Australia. The biggest issue in Australia isn't unemployment, it's underemployment. This term is used to describe people that are highly skilled or qualified, but they're employed in low-paying or low-skilled jobs, and part-time workers who wish to work full-time. Record numbers of people are employed somewhere, and so when we look at the total hours worked by the entire Australian labour force, employment seems to be continuously improving. But many work at a part-time or a casual rate, and while that works for some, it doesn't work for others. This explains why there's still such a demand for employment. Not all of the demand is coming from those that are unwillingly unemployed. It's also coming from those that are stuck in part-time or casual positions who need full-time work. We can also see that employment for those aged over 25 has increased, but fewer people below 25 are employed, or they're underemployed, with 19% of women and 15% of men between the ages of 15 to 24 underemployed in February this year. That being said, there are still a multitude of industries that are booming right now. It's just that the more traditional job-heavy sectors in Australia are changing. If we look at the Australian job market a decade ago, manufacturing was in front by a mile, employing around 12% of working Australians. Next was retail, then healthcare. Today, however, healthcare has outstripped manufacturing, employing more than 13% of the labour force alone. It's followed by professional services, so accounting, solicitors, and construction. Jobs in education and training are also increasing, predicting that more than 116,000 new jobs will be offered in the next 5 years, as well as accommodation and food services. Retail still employs a large number of people, but jobs in this field are decreasing and manufacturing now sits at around 7th place. This shift isn't entirely unexpected. Due to the vast population difference between the baby boomers and Gen Z, researchers have predicted for years that health and aged care services would become increasingly important. And indeed, aged care and disabled care workers and registered nurses were in the top 3 individual occupations to record the largest numbers of new jobs in 2017. And due to Australia's growing population, it seems inevitable that construction continues to grow. If these sectors don't appeal to you, never fear. You can always check which jobs are the hardest to fill in Australia and then just apply for them. Ever considered becoming an environmental health officer or a chef? Both of these sectors are currently offering more jobs than there are people to fill them. As is the job of, get this, recruitment consultant. That's right, one of the jobs most difficult to fill is the job that helps companies offer jobs to other people. Anyway, look on the bright side. At least you're not one of the people trying to make a career in the media, which is recording the 2nd lowest rate of employment in Australia.